Reset. 안녕하세요, 여러분. I'm a Valentine이라고 합니다. What is up, everybody? I'm a Valentine here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Alma's World. And I really hope that through this video, I can share some value with you. Maybe give you some perspective, even. Just originally, I was gonna just kind of tell y'all about this day. On this day, I was performing and things of the sort, but I really want to give y'all more than that. I want to give you perspective, and even just going forward as you continue to watch my videos and you continue to see me, and the things that it may look like on the outside are so shiny that I may continue to accomplish or do. I just want it to be known that there is so much that you don't see. And I think that that's really important to keep in mind, because it can be so easy for us to idolize people. I myself can speak to this. Like, one of the creators that I've looked up to for years, like one of the creators that has made me want to do YouTube in the first place, is My Life is Ava. And I have always loved her vlogs. Everything was so shiny and, beautiful and real, and just the color scheming and the way that she edited, I absolutely loved it. And I've always looked up to it. And I don't think that I realized that, she had a whole life. And just because she had success didn't mean that her life was perfect, or that she hadn't been through things that were scary and rough. And, a few years back, she talked about some very personal things that happened for her, very traumatic things that happened to her when she was in school and, growing up a certain way. And it's like, there's so much. Sorry, y'all, my alarm went off. But there's so much more that we don't see behind the scenes for creators. And I myself just want to let y'all know there's some things that, even as much as I want to be authentic with you, some things I can't necessarily share. Like, there's some things that, for my sake and for the sake of the continuation of my success, it's like some non-disclosures will be there at times. And it's like, I just want you to know, like, there is a yin to every yang, and every good thing that happens, there's going to be something else with it that might not be as shiny or sweet. And even for the bad things, there's going to be something good that happens, right? So on this day, as y'all could see, I went to Starbucks, and I was right here playing chess. And I went to Starbucks, and that Starbucks has some memories for me. So about a year or two ago, I had a friend who we became friends at that Starbucks. Like, it's like a weird story, but we originally met her on Tinder. Like, we never swiped on each other or anything, but she had her info in her bio, just saying, like, looking for friends in Charlotte, and I was doing the same. I was looking for friends in Charlotte. So I just followed her Instagram, and then like a long time later, like a year later, I would see her posts, and I'll be like, who is this weird girl? Why am I following her? I don't know. But then I would see her post whatever, and then I literally bumped into her. And I bumped into her on the first day of my event my very first event for Outcast Connect. And I was like, hey, I'm doing this thing. You should come to it later. And she actually popped up. And then soon after that, we went to that Starbucks and hung out. And the first time I hung out with her, she was teaching me all this stuff about Ayurveda, and just, like, she was so cool to me. And that's where we became friends. And after that, we were just, like, really tight, really close for a very long time. But recently, not even recently, but it feels like it's recent, that friendship ended. So being back at that Starbucks, I couldn't help but think about that, like, sitting at those same spots, having that conversation there, and, like, the things that have occurred and how much things have changed. And, you don't see that part in these vlogs. You don't see the memories in there, And so going forward, just moving along with the video. So after that, I went to Red at 28th, which is where the Release Therapy open mic is hosted by a poet named Superman. And I did perform. I don't have any video footage of me performing, but I do have these videos of my fellow performers, like this right here. That was Frank Expression right there. He's playing the trumpet and also doing poetry. But, there's other parts of this that you don't see as well. Like, the other times that I went there, and, like, there were times where I was well received by the crowd, but when I first walked in, it's like the energy that was given wasn't necessarily sweet. And, like, this is something that, these are the things that you don't see. Like, these are the things that you don't necessarily hear about all the time, where it's like people giving you side eyes, but it's like they clap for you because you know that you're great. But like there's always those few people that it's like they know who you are and they see who you are, but they can't give you that recognition. They can't say hello. You know what I mean? It's like, why can't you say hello? Like, you know me, you follow me, but you can't say hello. I don't get it. I think that is so odd. And it's like, it's weird. It's like I said, on the NDA type of situation, it's like there's some things where it's like a choice of how much do I disclose with y'all? Like, how much do I share? How much do I say, hey, this person might be so well known and all of this, but this is how they acted towards me without even having a first impression. And this is how they acted. Like, how do I, how do I do this? How do I remain respectful? How do I remain elegant as I, do this? Because people have talked about before, like in the music industry, how there's a lot of people who are monsters and there's a lot of people that have shadows and there's a lot of people who like they're not always as they seem and things of that sort. And it's just like, how do I navigate this and choose what to tell y'all, still tell you the truth, and like show you, like I want you to gain something from watching these videos. Like I want you to gain the inspiration, but I don't want you to think that my life is perfect in any regard. But I do want you to see that, hey, I keep going. Every time people disappoint me, I keep going. Every time I'm confused, I pray, I figure it out. I try. Like I always try. And that's one of my biggest things right now. I think that's really, really my word right now. Try and try again. Like the ability to try and keep trying, the ability to keep going. Like it doesn't matter how old you are or young you are, like there is a way for you to try and try again. And it doesn't necessarily have to be immediate. Like there's some things that take time, like healing. Like if you have to rest your leg for 6 weeks in order for something to heal, then that's real. And that should not be disregarded. You know what I'm saying? Like that is real. And anyways, y'all, I got off on a whole tangent. I played myself at chess for the first time. That's what I was doing earlier in the video. And I just want you to take a quick note of that because that ended up being something kind of important later in the week. And it's just odd how the way that life kind of pieces together. And what that really represented for me was being more thoughtful and intentional with the decisions that I make in my life, thinking things through before I just do things. Boop, boop, boop. So I am back from release therapy Wednesdays. And at first, I was going to go to a comedy thing tomorrow, which I might still be able to, but there's this thing tomorrow called the, it's like a success leaders book club at this place that I went to for an interview on the other day, Urban District Market. And, I can't remember if I even said anything to y'all about the interview. I don't even know if that will end up being a full vlog just because it was so tiny. Maybe I'll insert some clips in here. I don't know, maybe. But, it's just like this really nice place. I mean, I'm gonna go, so I probably don't need to put that in this vlog. Probably in the next vlog for you. I don't know. We'll see. But, lose my train of thought. So it's 12:05, 12:06, and I'm trying to listen to that book for the book club tomorrow, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Sad dandruff. So I might still try. I mean, but I honestly do not want to. Genuinely, I'm not feeling it right now. But as I was cutting the hair just now, this is what I cut, and I was trying to go for the brittle split ends, and something that it made me think about was how it's like sacrifice. It's like if I let it stay there, it looks nice and it makes me feel good because it looks longer. But what actually happens is when I let something stay there that's broken and that shouldn't be there, is it actually starts to break what is healthy and what is good. And it ends up making it worse in the end. So therefore my hair will just actually remain shorter than it could be, than if I were to cut it off and make that sacrifice and let it go for now. Then it will grow back stronger and longer, more luscious, voluminous, beautiful, rather than just broken all throughout. So that's why I just cut some of that. And not all the brittle ends are gone. Like the back of my hair, there's a lot. And over time, I may end up cutting all of that out. But hopefully my hair will be super, super long. So I'm gonna hit my hair with the Bing Garage and attempt to listen to more of this. Feeling tired, honestly don't care. Trying not to watch shits and gigs. The food reacts video, because I started watching it, or I clicked on it, the ad was playing, and I was like, you know what, I probably shouldn't watch this, because if I watch this, I'm probably gonna want to order food, and I don't need to spend money right now. So yes, that's where I'm at.